As Georgia Tech, wearing the home gold, control the tap. Sixth all-time meeting between Tech and West Georgia. The Wolves leading the all-time series 3-2. Nueto has a seam down the lane, and she flips it home. Ines Nueto round down Georgia Tech's starting five. And for West Georgia, alongside Davis, Sydney Tolbert, Micah Anderson, the JUCO transfer. Freshman Destiny Jones actually leads West Georgia in scoring in the first two games. And Kenari Holiday, very fascinating player to watch. She led all of Division II in field goal percentage last year. And what a block by the freshman. This is a Georgia Tech team that wants to rev up the tempo. Nell Fordner has made a point of that as Morgan drops it off, and the short jumper falls. Zoe Smith.
They got to rebound the basketball and get back in transition defense. Georgia Tech wants to get quick shots up within 8 seconds, shooting threes for the majority of those times. And for Georgia Tech, defensive rotations are key in rebounding in their area.
We'll have the matchup on Zariah Davis. Tolbert into a crowd. Davis swatted. That corner three erased by Nueto. Shot clock at 6. Tolbert has to create. Davis against Nueto. Swaying, shooting, and swishing.
Okay, and confident with the left hand. I love it.
That's worth another look.
Right, and you got to give it to your star player. When she's ready to take that shot with the shot clock winding down.
Davis down the baseline. Turnaround, stuffed by Nueto. They're making Georgia Tech work on offense. Davis behind the screen, lets it fly. Misfires on the three, and Smith soars up for the rebound. Dani Carnegie, get off the timeout. She'll hoist a step back three and swish it. Right on cue, the freshman, Dani Carnegie.
And that's what Georgia Tech has to do. But looking at Carnegie, the nice to the step back and the nice release at the top.
Carnegie in the stare down with her defender, lays it off for Smith. Carnegie from the baseline this time. Pure water for Dani Carnegie. Smith goes to work, corkscrewing across the lane, and she gets the roll.
And that's a good shot for Zoe Smith. That's what Coach Fortner wants to see from her. Be aggressive, attack the basket. She's so athletic. She can finish at the rim.
That's what Nell Fortner talked about at shoot-around today. Just wanted to see Zoe Smith make positive contributions through her athleticism. Inside of 2 minutes, first quarter. Ledford lost the handle, leads to a fast break, and right. To gather for a moment, but she flips it in.
Georgia Tech extending their lead to 9.
How about that coast-to-coast finish? Grace O'Gara going against right. Morgan, an improved three-point shooter, really worked on her mechanics from long range in the offseason. Carnegie has a seam, doesn't have the three. Blackshear battling for the rebound against 3 West Georgia defenders. Hicks, a high-low to Blake. The Grambling transfer with a hand in her face. Well challenged by Blackshear. So a lot of homegrown talent helping to fortify Georgia Tech this season.
Right. Something in the past that Georgia Tech wasn't able to accomplish for a few years.
That's the second foul on Destiny Jones, the freshman who leads West Georgia in scoring at 11 points per game. That deep three by Augusta Knight is off the mark. Offensive rebound, Blackshear. And another O board, splitting 2 defenders, and the layup is good by Carnegie. Nueto, shoveling, Termes, flipping and scoring. Nice drive, draw, and dish.
It is, and I mean, you just see from this year alone, just in the first 2 games, they're averaging 37 bench points, so that's incredible.
Dunn got the deep steal, and the double clutch falls. 2 more for Kira Dunn. She's got 6. Jackets lead by 21.
Coach Rice talked about that, the work she put in, where it was looking like she may not get much playing time. Nice finish
and
right
one
there.
by Destiny Jones.
Got back in there. She was ready to ball, and just a nice penetration. Aggressively took it. A solid tournament last season, averaging like 22.5 points in the tournament. So she can score it.
And that ball ripped away by Anderson. O'Gara on the run. Finishes with the left. West Georgia trying to extend a 7-0 run as we close in on 3 minutes in the first half. Wright once again with the steal. Feeds Smith. She sails in and lays it home. Galafont, new sub for West Georgia. The transfer from Western Nebraska Community College. And there's another steal. That's a 5th turnover on Tolbert. Carnegie trying to slalom in, keeps the dribble active and finds Dunn for the lay-in. Yellow Jackets getting the turnover, getting the fast break, and getting the finish. Carnegie to Dunn.
On the low block and rebound the basketball.
Some soft touch in the high post. Davis, the pull-up, and she knocks it down.
I mean, the lefty, it looks so pretty.
Joe Smith has 10 points to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. Augusta Knighton trying to stay in front of Davis. Goes up, draws the foul, and it counts.
And the and one. That's getting West Georgia riled up a bit before the half.
Get her. And yeah, I think this will play well in the Atlantic Sun.
Well, we said it. She hit a big-time jump shot. It looked real nice, and she's starting to wake up a little bit offensively. That could help them as they progress and get ready for the A-Sun.
Georgia Tech basketball to begin the second half, and right on cue, a finish off the glass by Zoe Smith.
This is what Georgia Tech wants to do. They want to run in the open court, see if they can get something in transition. But good job by West Georgia once again getting back.
Morgan, good. Tony Morgan. But you have a feeling, Fallon, that'll be sooner than later.
Yeah, especially with the players that they have in this lineup this season.
And another throwaway off the inbound. Dunn, 1-on-2 with the left hand. Smooth finish by Dunn.
A reaction, but you see right here, she gets the steal, drives it hard, and finishes with the left.
Here has brought some energy and agility off the West Georgia bench. Handle it on Noguero. Anderson for three. First three in 9 attempts. Smith attacking. Oh, look at a soaring rebound by Morgan and the putback.
Yeah, you can't teach that. I mean, that's just athleticism.
Morgan up to 8 points, 4 rebounds. Holiday with the tough catch. Wheeling, flipping, and Jones with the layup.
That was a good
Jones
job.
will get the bucket, but I think Holiday deserves the credit.
Got that defender to move with her and makes the right decision with the pass.
Smith a little short, but there for the stick back. Native of Sugar Hill, Georgia, prepped at Lanier High School, began her career at Emmanuel College. Going to stop at East Georgia State, where she was one of the highest scoring players in JUCO. Blackshear down the well. O'Hara maneuvers around the screen. Trying to shed right, turns the corner on her and lays it in.
That was a big time move.
Augusta Knighton, quick trigger. Just hasn't found the touch from 3 this year, but another offensive rebound stick back by Blackshear.
She is, and that's the type of hustle that Georgia Tech's going to need on those offensive boards. Blackshear is capable, the long arms, to get those rebounds.
Georgia Tech, 13 offensive rebounds on 24 misses. At 3, down the well off the kick out from Anderson. She's got both of West Georgia's triples.
Yeah, no, she's able to get her feet set wide open. That seems like it's a knockdown tonight.
Carnegie trying to return fire, and 3 more for Carnegie.
That's what you cannot do if you're West Georgia. Trade three-point baskets, which has been a struggle for both teams tonight, but they seem to get it going.
Big block on O'Hara by Blackshear. She tracks it down. Running her program and how to manage her staff, and to this day, Joanna says Sue Semrau is the first call she makes.
Yeah, no, Coach Semrau was amazing during her tenure at Florida State.
Another three-pointer, meanwhile, by Carnegie. The dump off to Holiday over Augusta Knighton is short. The rebound to Rusna Augusta Knighton. Now, Joanna Wright played collegiately at Covenant College, NAIA school just outside Chattanooga, but her head coach at Covenant was a former Florida State assistant. How about that long-range pull?
She's trying to find her rhythm. We know she'll let it fly. Good anticipation by Dunn.
And now it's Blackshear over the top for the layup.
And that's how you want to run it. A great run out by Blackshear to get that layup.
22 turnovers now for West Georgia. O'Hara on the dribble drive into contact, soft touch.
The opportunity that she has tonight, she's putting on the show.
You know a hooper when you see one, Fallon. I think we can agree. She's been hooping. Tough finish underneath there by the Jackets. Jackets by 32 as we close on 2 minutes, third quarter. O'Hara with the crossover and the bank shot.
And that was a quick move.
And it wasn't just that cross, but it was the floater to avoid the offensive foul.
Good body control with that shot.
Good court savvy. And from the high post, the rip, the drive, and the layup by Jones. Some young players as well. O'Hara's a sophomore, Jones a freshman. Carnegie on the switch. Swishes it. Tech Breaks the pressure. Minute gone by. Fourth quarter. Off the dive cut. It's Morgan.
She can, and that's what she's going to be a great facilitator for this team this year because she can see over the defense, read it, and hopefully make the right pass. She is an intentional passer.
Great vision by Carnegie feeding Termes. She's got soft hands as well. Mel Fortner also told us that. I've never heard of a good passer who's got bad hands. O'Gara with the step back. Put three to the sky.
See O'Hara going against Carnegie, goes off that screen and gets good spacing. And Carnegie just falls out of the picture, reads it all wrong, but
rising it to the level of her competition. Blackshear throws out. Thompson lines up the three and knocks it down. Tiana Thompson, the freshman from Mableton, Georgia. 77-44, and it's the freshman Tiana Thompson joining the three-point party for Tech. Carved out a 7-year NFL career for himself.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah. Thank you for your service as much as your career. Here's Termes falling away. Because that ASUN has gone through Estero, Florida. Really the moment Florida Gulf Coast entered the league. All the way to the basket. Two more for Blackshear.
Georgia Tech's going to try and get a win at home.
Bulldogs looking to avenge that loss at Stegeman Coliseum last year. Lueto swoops in for the rebound. A fresh possession, right to three, good. These freshmen show no conscience from deep.
You see right here, Laredo finds her, gets her feet set, meets the basket.
Blackshear nearing a double-double, 13 and 9 as she exchanges with the right. Lueto from deep, yes.
And Laredo's been quiet tonight, but that's a big three.
She tried to infuse some urgency into her players for this matchup, and particularly on defense. Seen very few busts, very few missed assignments or examples of Georgia Tech caught in lapses. Georgia State win over Georgia tonight kind of puts a fresh lens on Georgia Tech's 20-point win over Georgia State, in which they were never seriously challenged last Friday.
The student athletes to come to their institution, because it's a fine institution, and they have a solid basketball program that's building and trying to grow.
You see there about an hour outside of Atlanta. Nice three ball from the top by Ledford, with another in-state showdown looming on Sunday afternoon. Georgia Tech with 5 in double figures. Augusta Naita finally gets one to drop. 3 times the freshman Dani Carnegie will lead Georgia Tech in scoring with 15 points, including 3 three-pointers. A block by Termes. Cleaned up, though, by Hicks. West Georgia will continue its pursuit of its first win as a Division I program. The Wolves will fall to 0-3. Good action on this Thursday night with Mel Fortner's team.